folks, and welcome back to Phuket, the island of Phuket. This is actually the bridge that connects the island with the mainland. We are leaving Phuket today. We were here for Bike Week. If you missed that episode, I'll throw a link in the upper right hand corner. But today we are en route to one of Thailand's most beautiful beaches. So we've got a long way to go. So after 2 days at Bike Week in Phuket here, it's time to leave. We had a good time Friday and Saturday here, well, especially last night, Saturday night, the pinnacle of the event. It was a great time. Met a lot of nice people, even a few subscribers. But we've got everything loaded back up. It's time to hit the road. You know, the truck's locked. Force of habit. The hotel was actually very good. We paid the last night was 750 baht. The first two 650. So a total of 2150 for 3 nights here, which was less than the original place that I had booked. Maybe not quite as nice and as close to the venue as that was, but this was fine. This was fine. So we actually, in the long run, we came out ahead. But you know, Bike Week probably wasn't exactly V's scene, but she had a great attitude, and I think she had fun. But today we're going to a place more up her alley, one of the premier, most sought after beaches in all of Thailand, and it's in the province of Krabi. So it's about two to 2.5 hours from here. We'll see. We're going to take our time. We've not had breakfast. It's only about 9 o'clock, so we got plenty of time. But I'll tell you this, where we're going, it's inaccessible by car. We're going to have to take a boat. It was slow going out of Phuket. They had some kind of bicycle marathon or something, and they had the whole northbound side of the highway closed. So anyway, we're only about 40 kilometers, 45-ish kilometers from Krabi, from where we're going. We stopped here just to get something. We stopped at one little town. All they had was fresh foods. They didn't have any cooked foods. But I sure love the scenery down here. It's such a change. All these very abrupt mountains jutting out of the earth. Even right here in front of the gas station. It's wonderful. I got some fried rice and V got some stuff. Anyway, we'll make the final push down to Krabi, where we'll hopefully get on our little boat. So I guess this is the important bit. You have to come to Ao Nam Mao Pier, and you catch a boat to Raleigh Beach. That's where we're going, Raleigh Beach. V went with the parking attendant on his motorbike just to go get some last minute provisions at a little like 7-Eleven or something, because I don't know what they're going to have out there. I mean, I've never been out there before, so I'm preparing for the worst, which is they have nothing. They'll have food. It's a full service resort, but anything else you need. Today also, I forgot to mention, is a Buddha holiday, so there's no sale of alcohol. So that would be something you'd have to bring. Whatever you may need for your stay out there, little things, snacks or whatever. So I don't know if they charge us for parking. Haven't gotten that far yet. I'm sure we'll have to pay for the boat ride over to the beach. So we'll make our way down the pier here to a bunch of long-tail boats which are awaiting our arrival to shuttle us over to Raleigh Beach. Our parking attendant will make sure we get on the right boat for our resort. So for the parking, if you're making a day trip, you just want to go to the beach and come back, it would be 50 baht for that. But if you're spending the night, like we are, it's 100 baht per night. So you pay that up front. You just tell the guy how many nights you're going to be out. You pay that up front. When you come back to your car at the end of your trip, regardless of whether he's there or not, or anybody's there, just get in your car and take off. You've already been paid. So that's the parking. All right, we made it to the boat. Oh, okay. So apparently we don't even have to pay for the boat. The hotel will, or we'll pay the hotel or something. So I guess we'll get ready to shove off. We got about 10 people on here. I'll show you these formations. That's that rocky, that huge rock topped with jungles which you'd have to cross to get where we're going. So that's why you only really can go by boat. I don't know. Maybe you could hike it, but it wouldn't be practical. So it's just unpassable. So you go by boat, like we're doing.
I don't believe there's a set schedule or anything like that for these boats. There are private options too, which we'll explore later, but it seems like as soon as they have, I don't know, enough people, at least 8, I believe, they set sail. So they're going regularly. We didn't have to wait very long. And it's a beautiful trip out here. I guess maybe 10 to 15 minutes on the boat. And then you'll pull into a little bay here. And that's where the pier is, this big blue pier. Now, we didn't pull up to the pier. We just kind of pulled right up to the shore here, which is also kind of designed as a boat dock.
All right, so we've landed. It's a little bit funny. Apparently the resort we booked also owns this resort over here by the little pier. I didn't want to stay here because this is where all the boats come in. I figured it would be noisy right by the pier, and there's not really a beach. You can see it's more like boat docking. So the resort I booked is on the other side of this peninsula, but the boats don't go over there. They drop you off here, and then I will get a little golf cart. We're waiting for like a little shuttle cart or something. They'll come down here and take us to the other side. It's only about 300 meters from here. This is a narrow peninsula, but that's the side that looked like it had a beach, looked like it was more scenic, and looked like it was quieter. All right, I think this is the final thing, the golf cart to the resort. So we drove to the pier. We took a little Somlor motorcycle to the end of the pier. We got on the boat to this place, and now we're on the golf cart. So not the easiest place to get to. Plus you have to leave your mode of transport at the dock. But we'll see if it's worth it. Should be a nice place.
So welcome to the Sand Sea Resort. We're pulling up to our bungalow right now. Now, the driver of the cart here is telling us, hey, you're only about 50 meters down there to the swimming pool and the breakfast room and the beach and all that stuff. So this will be our abode for tonight. We'll go in and take a look, but it seems more than adequate. It seems more than adequate. We're only going to be here one night, so it'll do us.
So the bungalow is pretty good size. 2 beds. That's the only one I saw available. Didn't see a bungalow with 1 bed, but you would think there'd have to be one. Refrigerator, 2 desks. 2 desks, I think maybe the first time I've seen that. Nice washroom, big closet, safety box, robes, the whole 9 yards. So we're gonna walk down here and see if we can get a gander at the beach and see where the breakfast room is and the rest of the place. That's like a garden back here. I can see the pool already right in front of us, and the looks like the beach is in front of that. The room was 1,800 baht for the night now. That includes breakfast, that includes tax, and that included the boat ride here because we didn't have to pay anything for the boat ride. The only thing we paid was for the parking, which was 100 baht for the night. And that guy was very helpful. He took me to 7-Eleven or whatever. So, okay, there's a nice pool. All right. Oh, look at this sheer rock face cliff. Seems to be a good amount of guests about. Look at this. Wow, very nice. Yeah, so this is what I was expecting, the beach right out here. When they told us the resort was that other one, I almost flipped out. I said, no, it was supposed to have been it was supposed to have a beach. I guess you could stay there and then just walk. It'd be more like 300 yards instead of the 50 yards. I think there might be another pool down here. Look at this place, fantastic. The sand is very compact, it's very packed down. The water looks very refreshing. So we've made it. We'll look around, maybe get some lunch or something, and maybe come back out here in the evening. Should be a beautiful, I don't know if we'll get the sunset out here. I'm all turned around, I'm not sure. Anyway, it should still be beautiful in the evening. I just made it once around the beach, and I went in the water. The water's fabulous, very clear, very warm. But one thing's patently obvious: it's a total tourist beach. It's not. There's hardly a Thai on the beach. They're mainly Western tourists. Families, a lot of families with kids, husband, wives, couples, etc. Which there's nothing wrong with. It's just a little bit different than a lot of the other beaches. I think this one being one of the premier. It's just so beautiful here. I think when people think of Thailand, they think of this beach and they want to be here, and that's where they end up. Our fears about things not being available were not founded. There's a whole little alleyway with all kind of stores, convenience type items, sodas, whatever you want, snacks, even things for the beach. So there is things you can buy out here. We just didn't know, so we stocked up. But anyway, it's probably a little bit more expensive out here. You feel like you're on an island, but you're not. Like I said, this is mainland Thailand. It's just a peninsula that's inaccessible because of all those hills and sheer rock faces. You just can't get here. So great place for selfies, photography. It's such a photogenic place. The longtail boats that pull up here will take you for a price to a lot of these little islands. You can see these little islands out here. They'll take you around if you have a party of 2 or 4 or whatever. We were given a price of 3,000 baht to go around to a bunch of different islands. 2,200 for a more limited tour, but for what I wanted to do was going to be 3,000. So what we may do is, instead of going through the whole shenanigans of going back to the pier the conventional way, we might just check out tomorrow, rent one of these boats, go sightseeing around the different islands, and then have him drop us off back at the pier instead of coming back here and taking the other boat. So he was amenable to that idea. But it cost about, so that's about $100, 3,000 baht. But it's going to be just V and I. It would be a private chartering of a boat to go to these little islands and stuff. Might be something to see while we're here, so I don't want to pass up on that. But anyway, very nice beach, very nice beach. Glad we came, and it's just beautiful standing here and taking it all in. I see why people travel halfway around the world to come here, and that's obviously what's going on here.
So yeah, we met people from all over the world out here, even Poland and Europe and Malaysia, from Southeast Asia. But the day turned into evening here on the beach, and we did get a sunset. We're facing the west here. And it was time to go out and try to find something to eat. There was food at the resort. They have a whole menu there at the resort. I'll talk about that. But we decided to go down to this little, I call it like a little walking street. I don't know what you call it. But there's a lot of businesses along here. So we'll meander down here, and there's some food coming out. We'll find something to eat down here.
We found the food in the resort to be quite expensive. We will eat breakfast there though tomorrow, because breakfast is included with the room, and it looks like a pretty big breakfast spread from what I saw of the setup. But there's a lot of little places along here you can grab a bite, and we don't want a whole lot anyway. So I think that might be a wiser choice. But anyway, we'll see what it is. We just ordered a couple dishes here, and there's a lot of activity along here. There's bars and everything. But anyway, we'll see what the food looks like when it comes, and then maybe we'll look around here a little bit more after we eat.
So yeah, the food was very good at their little restaurant there, and was reasonably priced. We found the evening on the beach to be almost a little bit of a party type atmosphere. There was some nightlife going on, a limited albeit, but a lot of people on the beach still enjoying a sunset and an evening out there, and things to do here at nighttime as well. So plenty of food and drink. Anyway, next time we'll leave here, but on our way out we'll explore some more of the area, and we'll go to another stunning place. But for this episode, I gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.